Hello and welcome back to another one of Paul's beer reviews. Hope you're all doing well today. I've got an IPA to review for you, and it's a Scottish IPA. It's from Williams Brothers, who are based up in Alloa, and it is their Joker IPA. Been around for a while, this one. It's one of those IPAs that I think goes under the radar a little bit unfairly as well. And I have a theory on that, but we'll get to that as we're going through the video. So it's a 5% ABV IPA. There's the Williams Brothers logo in the green. Joker IPA. They also do a double version of this as well, which I've not had. Wickedly hoppy. Joker IPA, 5% ABV. Little bit of flavour text. It says, originally developed in the 18th century for export to the Far East, the IPA survived the long sea voyage thanks to its high gravity and generous hop content. With a fresh citrus aroma, a bittersweet, full flavour, Joker is one wicked brew. Ingredients: water, malted barley, malted wheat, malted rye, oats, hops and yeast. Wow, there's a lot going on there. So there's rye and oats. So I'm expecting maybe a bit of spiciness to it, a bit of body from the oats. Sounds interesting. So yeah, let's get this one out of his bottle. There is the Williams Brothers crown. Very nice too. But yeah, Williams Brothers, they've had quite a long association now with the discount supermarkets, i.e. Aldi's and Lidl's. And I think because of that, this is one of their breweries, and this is certainly one of those beers that for me goes under the radar a little bit. Because I've had it in the past and always quite enjoyed it. So I thought it would make an interesting review. Funnily enough, I actually picked up this bottle in Morrison's, so I didn't get it in Aldi or Lidl at all. It was in Morrison's as part of a British, it wasn't even a craft festival, it was just a British beer festival, showcasing some breweries' beers that they don't normally have in Morrison's, and this was one of them. And I hadn't had it for a while, so I picked it up. So there it is in the glass. Amber in colour, slightly dark amber, gold colour, good levels of carbonation. See the bubbles rising up on that one. Holding on to a one finger, spacious white head, which is dissipating. A 5% ABV, but it's not hanging around this one. Let's get him snouting, see what the aroma's telling us. Right, off the bat, I'm going to be honest, it smells slightly skunked. January 2024 is the date on this one, so it's relatively fresh. But there is a very slightly, it's gone now actually, there was a bit of skunkiness. I think that's obviously wafted up and gone. But a touch of citrus from the hops. Slight sweet malt aroma to it, but not a lot else. So we get stuck in. Cheers. Tasty. It's tasty. It's malty. Another IPA where the malt does a lot more of the work. Very light in body. It's actually quite thin. The carbonation does a lot of work on this one. You actually feel the fizz on your tongue. There's a nice sweet, almost sort of honeyed lemon touch from the hops. And then the malt bill, it's quite a nice biscuity malt character, mid-palate. The back end, there is a subtle and prolonged bitterness. It's balanced, it's light, it's very easy drinking. It's pintable, this one. As far as IPAs go, it's very easy going. It's a traditional, it's like a British IPA. Very British. The malt character makes up for quite a bit of the flavour. The hops, subtle, it's citrusy. There is a bit of bitterness there. It's lemon, lime, honeyed lemon in particular. Touch of tropical fruit, maybe a touch of pineapple. Only very slight though. But it's certainly a citrusy, malty, well balanced, easy drinking IPA. And like I say, I think Williams Brothers in particular, they're one of those breweries that for me goes under the radar a little bit because of their association with the likes of Aldi, the likes of Lidl. Excuse me. This IPA's been around for a while. I might be wrong here, but I'm pretty sure this stuff came out shortly after Brewdog first launched Punk IPA. And Punk IPA is what, 15 years old now? 16 years old? So I think it's been around near enough the same time as that one has. From Williams Brothers, it's decent. I do a double version as well, which I've not tried and heard good things about it. This is lighter in body, despite the addition of oats in the malt bill. It's actually quite light. It's actually quite thin. But that takes nothing away from the quality of it. It's nicely hopped. The malt bill is considerable. Like I say, sweet, citrusy, very light, good carbonation, throws that initial sweetness around the palate, really makes it quite pronounced. It's definitely like a honeyed lemon. And then at the back end, that bitterness, it becomes slightly more grapefruity. It's balanced, it's easy drinking. I really like it. I really like it. Like I say, it's lighter in body. It's not a hazy modern craft hop bomb, but it's a very easy drinking. It's hoppy, it's malty, it's drinkable, easy going. It's nearly gone. There's not much else to say about it. It's just a solid IPA. A solid British IPA where the malt does more of the talking. The sweetness, it's not so much coming from the hops, it's coming from the malt. But that nice little bit of citrusy bitterness at the back end balances it out and definitely makes it a very easy drinking IPA. 5% ABV, it's quite light, sort of modern day IPAs, isn't it really? But that's decent. It's decent, I like it. Joker IPA for Williams Brothers, I like that enough to give that a 7 out of 10. That's a perfectly drinkable beer, and if I find that again, I'll probably pick up a few more bottles because, let's say, it's pretty easy going. Yeah, 7 out of 10 from me. Williams Brothers Joker IPA. Go check it out. Let me know what you think about this one in the comments below. Have you had this one? What did you think? Do you agree with me that Williams Brothers are one of those breweries that kind of comes under the radar because of their ties with the discount supermarkets? I'd be interested to know your thoughts on that one, because I've thought about it quite a few times now, and I wonder if I'm onto something or not. But yeah, 7 out of 10 Joker IPA for me. Hope you've enjoyed the review. Give it a thumbs up if you have. Until my next one, you take care.